Welcome back to the Soul Show, guys. We not high, floating backwards, but when you say I do and you there, well, this book is on after you say I do, so you can stay floating. All right, stay floating. Either so when you think back, you're floating, and when you're going forward, you're floating. It's called After You Say I Do by Nuri Muhammad. Okay. You can go and press that like button, share button. We're about to get started. Hit that notification bell and the one with the ringer up top for future episodes. So let's get started. After you say, I do. I'm just cracking this book open. I don't know nothing about this book myself. We're going through this one for the first time together. All right, by Nuri Muhammad. Editor's note. Weddings are meticulously choreographed, grand, extravaganous that take months, even years of planning. They are filled with beautiful garments, lavish food, and elaborate celebrations. Weddings are also big business. According to the Huffington Post. Let's go on and get into this, family. I'm going to get into this. So, Huffington Post. It just popped up. No, I don't want to pop up. Okay, there we go. The Huffington Post. The global wedding industry generates an average $300 billion per year, 55 billion of which comes from the United States alone. In the US, the average wedding costs $25,576. According to the US Census, just in case I'm looking out for the babies. I know you may know. Everybody don't know what a census is. I know it was one time I didn't know what a census was. The U.S. Census, there were 2,100, well, let me say that again, 2,140,272 marriages in the United States in 2014. The last year, that's about what Obama was coming out, wasn't he? He was still in there. The last year for which statistical data is available, and in that same year, 2014, 813,862 divorces took place. Divorces. When an attorney is retained, costs an average 15,000. Ka-ching! To 20,000. Ka-ching! From a statistical standpoint, this means that nearly half of all marriages will end in divorce, with the average marriage lasting a total of 8 years. What we can infer from this is that around the time it takes to pay off the wedding, payment begins on the divorce. How do two people go from I love you and I want to spend my life with you to I hate you, I want a divorce in 8 years? Marriage and divorce are such a big business that a simple query through a leading online seller finds books related to marriage or divorce yields a staggering combined total of 360,000 titles. What is most interesting is these titles, with few exceptions, deal with marriage and divorce as two companion realities, as though it is a given. If a couple marries, then at some point in the next 8 years, they will seek a divorce. A disproportionately high number of books dedicated to marriage have a sensational analysis approach as their root, where the problem defines and drives the relationship. Financial issues, lack of communication, illness, moral deviation, adultery, pornographic addiction, drug abuse, physical, emotional, or verbal abuse, adultery. Where your man at? He over there with Sonya. Where your woman at? She over there with Leroy. Pornographic addiction. Every time I go up in there, that man got some goddamn pornos on. Don't have no time for me. Same thing could be with the female. Or with your toys. Drug abuse. Too much weed. Then I went to the crack, cocaine, addicted to some kind of a drug. Mess up your relationship. Physical. You just let your body just go, man. You looking like a nutty professor. Sister, you done let your body go. Looking like that sister that won that Grammy with no clothes on. Emotional. Just dogging the man out. You ain't nothing, you nigga, that. Won't man trying to get up and you beating him up every time. And I need this. See, that's why I don't even want to be with you. See, I need something a little bit of that. You know how they do. Get in, can't eat, man, run out the house before you get there. Man, dogging her out. Calling her out her name. All this stuff, you fat pig, looking like mixed piggy, all this craziness. Verbal abuse. That's emotional, and I pretty much gave you both of them now. Sexual dysfunction. He can't get it up. She don't want to do nothing. She always dry. Or dissatisfaction. Just you won't grow up. She won't grow up. Don't want to communicate. I'm just dissatisfied. And ideological imbalances. Ideological imbalances. Let's look up ideological. Ideological. Based on or relating to a system of ideas or ideals, especially concerning economic or political theory and policy. You done broke up the relationship because she want to vote for Trump and he want to vote for Biden, vice versa. Craziness, man. Economics. Supposed to be on your economics. You're supposed to know if they can handle economics in good time, bad time before you even went there. To be truthful. Shit, you can't hold it down by yourself. How you think you're gonna hold it down with you? Vice versa. Okay. Or the thematic thread of commonality that weaves through all the books. Any solutions proposed in these books are geared towards a particular topic exclusively. In short, these books and the so-called experts that write them offer a best temporary band-aids designed to assuage the hurt feelings. Let's look up. Assuage. assuage, make an unpleasant feeling less intense. Synonyms: relieve, ease, elevate, soothe, mitigate, dampen, allay, calm, palliate, abate, lower, temper, suppress, smother, stifle, subdue, tranquilize, mollify, moderate, satisfy, an appetite or desire, satisfy, fulfill, gratify, appease, indulge, relieve, slake, sate, satiate, quench, quell, overcome, check, keep in check, dull, blunt, allay, take the edge off, diminish. Okay? Assuage, assuage. Okay? Offer at best temporary band-aids designed to assuage the hurt feelings of typically one member of the couple. One member of the couple, usually the female in the moment. These books ease the pain and effect, but fail to discern the source of the pain, the cause, in any real or tangible ways. After You Say I Do by Nuri Muhammad delves into this complex topic in a pointed and profoundly informed way. What makes After You Say I Do stand out is the approach Nuri Muhammad takes to the subject matter. After You Say I Do does not assume divorce is the inevitable conclusion for marriage. It assumes correctly that perfect union with Allah is the potential and the purpose for every marriage. When two souls come together, expressing a sincere intention to struggle to become united as one, we have what we call marriage. With After You Say I Do, we finally have a marriage book, which takes as its root the most perfect example, the first couple, Allah God, and his second self, his wife. In the beginning, Allah God, the originator, studied himself and poured from himself his second self. We emulate this process in our choice of mate and the striving to become one. Marriage is a trial. Marriage is not for the weak at heart or the impatient. For as it took eons of time for Allah God to self-create himself, so too does it take time to create and cultivate perfect union. That had me thinking about Jay-Z talking about he was impatient. I can't tell you still over there with Beyonce. Love is force and power of being expressed. What we do not love, we will not care for. You get wise over time, man. You need to put it in one of your songs. We will not turn mercifully to. We will not defend. I'm showing you in action. I get it. Our primary duty is to Allah God and then to our spouse. By keeping our duty, we please Allah God and we please each other. Right, Tiny? T.I.? Marriage is designed to bring ease and comfort of mind. Marriage is that which is necessary to push each person as an individual closer to Allah God and to one another. After difficulty comes ease, right, Ben X? And there is nothing more difficult than the two independent individuals striving to become one in perfect union without the loss of personal identity. Right, Jake Taylor? Through marriage, we gain collective identity. Marriage requires that we make our word bond to Allah God and to each other. Have we not learned that our word shall be bond regardless of whom or what? If we will not keep our word to Allah God, then no one has a chance. Right, Tyrone Muhammad? Nur Muhammad demonstrates the same bold and courageous witness bearing in After You Say I Do, as he does from innumerable rostrums and panels around the US and internationally. His style is fresh and unique, sophisticated in analysis, yet approachable on all levels. He is both his own man and as eager and passionate student of his teacher. Let's go and pull him up. Pull this man up. Where we at? Pull him up. Yeah. Put him up on the screen. My second acting like you're stupid. Yeah, right there. He is both his own man and an eager and passionate student of his teacher, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Nur Muhammad's dedication and sacrifices enable the reader to reach deeper into the nature of their own souls by helping us focus our sight through the lens of the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. With focused sight, we see how to practically apply the divine teachings given to us through the exegesis of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I'm gonna have to look that word up. I don't know what the heck I just said. And it ain't okay. I'm about to say it ain't even popped up yet. Let's see what we got. Exegesis. Exegesis. Now, critical explanation or interpretation of a text, especially of scripture. Exegesis. Interpretation. Explanation. Exposition. Explication. Elucidation. Clarification. Gloss. Annotation. Okay. Exegesis. All right. Let's say it again. With focused sight, we see how to practically apply the divine teachings given to us through the exegesis of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Nur Muhammad effortlessly marries a deep spiritual understanding with a practical application mindset, with the results being undeniable success. After You Say I Do is designed to give the reader an opportunity to closely examine the first functional relationship, the originator, and his second self. Nur Muhammad wants the reader to see that if we would take the perfect couple as our example, we too will be successful in our relationships. A strong family equals a strong nation. Marriage is the cornerstone of a nation. Right, Minister Ishmael Muhammad? May Allah God bless each and every one of us with the divine light of understanding. Assalamu alaikum. Sister Tracy C. Muhammad. Phoenix, Arizona, February 1st, 2018. Well, you over there with my daughter. Interesting. She needs help. This too, both of these books. All right, family, we're gonna go into the table of contents. We keep going. What we just did was the editor's note. Table of contents. The science of marriage. Cattle in pairs. The pleading woman and the pleading man. Man, I heard the pleading man. I know the pleading woman is in Holy Quran. I don't remember saying the pleading man, but okay. A house divided. Marriage. Half of your faith. Never stop courting. In the beginning, the path to perfection. The ideal man. The ideal woman. Know your role and play your part. Harmony and balance. Marriage. Planning versus preparing. Married people make marriage look bad. The energy to be present. The maintainers of women. The demonstration of strength. Don't do it. Protecting the cornerstone. Sexual side of marriage. A universal law. Index. Sound very interesting. Sound very interesting. Okay, family. I'm going to give you this part of the gift. I think this is something you should be very attentive to what I'm about to say, okay? I'm just giving you the heads up before I get started. What is a vow? According to Random House Dictionary, a vow is a solemn promise, pledge, or personal commitment. A solemn, religiously binding promise made to God or to any deity or saint. Has to perform some act, make some offering or gift, or enter into some service or condition. A solemn or earnest declaration to pledge or resolve solemnly to do, to make, to give, to observe, so on. When a vow is made, the total focus of our entire being is to carry out our word. Just imagine the Creator didn't carry out his word when he said be. He wouldn't even be here. It involves an intense desire that feeds our will, which is the essence of the power of our being to fulfill our commitment. Our word and vow should never be taken lightly. You don't let nobody play about your vows. Well, you don't let nobody play about that. That's like somebody put a gun to your woman head or his head or both of y'all head or your head, whichever man or female, and you just laugh. Oh, go ahead, shoot. Shouldn't be done lightly, taken lightly. Allah God does not take our vow lightly as well. We should never enter into the institution of marriage thinking of a way out. Okay, I'm getting in here and you know, I'm gonna put my one foot in and the other foot out, and I'm gonna shake, shake, shake till I can get myself out. No. We should enter into marriage totally committed to work out the problems that arise. If you don't have a problem, you're not living. Who not? I'm in a relationship, I'm married, but we ain't got no problems. We don't have no problems. We don't even want no problems, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got no problems. Ain't living. You're gonna have some problems. Don't go into it saying, I don't want no problems. I don't want the smoke, man. I don't want the smoke. You got so many of them, that's what they be saying. That's why it don't happen, because they don't want the smoke. You don't want that smoke, man, do you? You ain't even never tried. You about 70 years old hopping around. You ain't want that smoke, did you? I see you didn't ever want that smoke. You ain't want that smoke. I see you, sister. 51 years old, got all the money in the world and this and that. But you ain't want that smoke, did you? You over there probably looking for La La Prince flying up on a plane or something. You got the money for the plane. He's still down there on the ground. You ain't even helping the rest of them get up so you can have a better pick to go through. Y'all over there kicking them and stomping them and pounding them down in the ground, and you ain't got no man. You making a selection for you short. That's like, there's a lot of shoes out there, and there's a lot of shoes out there, and you just kicking them off into the water and throwing them into the street. Ain't got no shoes to wear. Ain't got no shoes to wear. Instead of picking them up, clean them up, shine them up, get a factory, make some more. So you have a big option to work with. Get the ones they got trying to hold back from, get them out of jail, get them shoes out of jail. So you have a more bigger option to deal with. You over there, ain't got no shoes to wear. The success of marriage is not based solely upon the word love. Okay? I love you. Love break all barriers, but that ain't everything. The success of marriage is not based solely upon the word love. The success of marriage is based upon our duty and obligation to each other, which nurtures and strengthens the bond of love. Who said that? The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. And they still going. They floating forward and back, whichever way you want to go, left, right, up, down, float. They had all kinds of things come trying to shoot down this plane here that we in. Them bad boys look like fireworks over there off of LA. Boom, 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 boom. You ain't got them yet, Billy? No, I ain't got them yet, man. You got them over there, Henry? I ain't got them either. Hey, Bob, did you get them? No, I've been shooting too, man. It's still up there. They still up there floating, man. They didn't want all, they going everywhere. Go on this side, left side, up and down. We didn't tried everything we had, man. They ain't come down. All right. Let's see here. Guess we got time, but I ain't gonna give you everything. I'm not gonna give you everything. You got to do your part, and I'm gonna do my part. Don't think I'm gonna be doing everything and you don't do your part. I ain't crazy. Know what I'm saying? What is this? Trying to figure out what the hell is this? No, I ain't gonna know nothing about this. But I'll be checking it out. See what that means about. All right there, family. Next time we come, we'll be going into the science of marriage. Okay? The science of marriage. When the episode coming, you tell me. I ain't in no rush. I ain't in a rush. You heard what the title was? After you say I do. I'm not the one in a rush. You know what I'm saying? Find me a book that I got where I just get it. I ain't in no rush. So if you like what you heard, go ahead and share, like what you heard. I like the likes represent me. You can share to your peoples, and you can subscribe for the show. Hit that notification bell for future episodes, because the show is, I ain't the one up on here talking. I'm sucking from the breast, not being vulgar. So we can suck from the breast. So with that being stated, family, keep your ears up, stay focused. Peace.